Hi there, everybody. Today I have a beautiful Fun Fold gift card holder to share with you, and it comes in handy for birthdays and any occasion for holidays, and you will really enjoy making it, I think. I have really enjoyed it, and I've done several versions of it to share with you today. I have a free project sheet that I will post on my blog and have that available later. So welcome. I'm Verna Mullen from StampinNotes, and welcome to my studio in Western New York. I'm always here Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you follow me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, you will be notified when I go live, and you'll be able to get in on the beautiful cards and paper making projects. So welcome. Hi Margaret. Nice to see you on there. And today I'm going to share with you really quickly before we start about my host code this month. When my phone goes to the project view, you'll be able to see it. If you place an order with me this month, use that host code at checkout, and I will send you the tutorial for 5 beautiful cards made with the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper and Perched in a Tree stamp set. And everything will be written out in there, all the measurements for you. These are really beautiful cards, and that's with any order this month. If your order is $50 or more, you can earn rewards with me. If you use a host code at checkout, you also have to download the tracking form if you want to do that. It's 1 point for every $50 in product that you order at a time, and when you get 5 points, you can choose any stamp set from the current catalogs as a gift from me when you get 250 points. Also, I'm also doubling that little extra, because for every $50 in order that you can pick anything $10 or less and let me know what it is from the catalog that you would like, and I'll order that and send that out to you. So I wanted to let you know about that. Hi Kathy. Nice to see you on there. And Carol. Hi ladies. Yeah, at pop-up showers, we're getting a little shower right here actually, right now, and my granddaughters have a soccer game tonight, so that will be a wet soccer game. And it's been, as you know, a little bit cooler, feeling more like fall. Nice to see you girls on there. Last week's winner for sharing and participating is Karen Halterman. And Karen, if you want to message me with your address, your mail address, then I can get your prize out to you. So if you comment and share, I will put you in a drawing for some goodies to be mailed out. So I'm going to go to my phone view. And let's see here. And this is the one we want. Okay. And here is the September host code. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. And anyone else that has shared. Oh, you got your mom today. Yeah, I know. They're kind of, I always want to plant them and have them grow, come up the following year, but I don't have a lot of luck with that. So hey, today I'm going to use the new beautiful tartan foil designer series paper. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is an online exclusive product. And so it comes in, I think this is Lost Lagoon. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And copper clay. I love that for fall. These are really pretty colors for fall and Christmas, especially. And this one is Pebble Path. Does anybody have this? I really I think you're gonna like this card. So we're gonna start, and again, I'll have the measurements and a project sheet on my blog later. I hope to get that done tonight, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. So the first thing we're going to start with for this card, is I have a piece of cardstock here. It's pretty peacock, and it's 4 1/4 by 11. And we're going to score that at 5 1/2. And one nice thing about our trimmer is that we have a scoring blade, which is the lighter colored one, and a cutting blade. The arm also goes out like this. It extends out quite a ways. I think it's 18 inches total. And this is a really good investment. It's only $26. It's a great tool to have, and I use it all the time in my card making. All right, so we're going to score this at 5 1/2. So I'm going to use the light gray scoring blade. Oh, you have it, Margaret. Okay. Kathy, I had cousins that lived in Jamestown many years, and that was a long time ago, though, and they have since moved, but I still have, actually, I have some other cousins that are out there, too. It's a beautiful area. I'm just grabbing a bone folder. I forgot to bring it over. All right, so we're going to burnish that down. Now, we're going to cut 2 1/2 inches off this front flap. So I'm going to 2 1/2 inches right here. I'm going to use the dark blade and cut that off. We'll save that for something else. And so we've got our card flap looks like this. And I'm going to grab my ring light so the lighting's a little better. Let's see here. I don't know if that helps or not. All right. Yes, designer series paper. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. So I have a piece of the tartan plaid, and I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon color. I don't know if it's Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock. Let me look on the back here and see what it says. It is Lost Lagoon. Okay. Lost Lagoon, and I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this to the inside of my card base, and I'm using, for this I'm gonna use the Seal Plus. We'll go right along the back like this. And yes, it's not so lovely in the winter. Jamestown gets hammered with snow, that area. And I don't blame you for not wanting to fight the weather. Okay, so we've got that done. We're going to adhere another piece on the front. This is 5 1/4 by 4. The little piece on the front is 4 by 2 3/4. And I'm going to use the opposite side for that. This card was inspired by a fun fold by Rhonda Wade, and I've changed it to make it a gift card holder, and I've added a flap on it so it will help keep it closed, and I will show you that in a minute. We want that straight. There we go. All right, so we've got our basic card done. Now, we have another piece of this, so you need 2 pieces of this that are 4 by 2 3/4. And this is where our gift card holder is going to be. It's going to go right in there. And you could make it a different color. You could use a different color of designer series paper if you wanted to. And I'm going to use, this is a 1 3/4 inch punch, and just make a little bit of a half semicircle there so it's easy to grab that gift card out of there and put it in there. Hi, Phyllis. Nice to see you on there. Now I'm gonna use the Tombow glue, and this is Stampin' Up's Tombow glue. I just have it in a fine tip needle nose holder. And you just want to go around on the sides of it. Try to stay, like I'm too far up on that probably, but. And you don't want to put it across the top, and I know from experience I've done that before, or you will not get your gift card in there. That's always like, oh no, I can't believe I did that. All right, so far we've got our 3 pieces of designer series paper on here. This one is 5 1/4 by 4, and then we've got 2 pieces, one on the front and one on the inside flap here, that are 4 by 2 3/4 inches, or 4 by 2 3/4 inches. All right. Now we're going to have a little inside card in the middle, and I've got a piece of basic white that is 10 by 3, and I've scored it 5 1/2, or you can just fold it in half. And I want to emboss this top part here, and I have already done that to save time, because there's something else I want to show you with the die cut machine. So I've used that new Distress Tile embossing folder. Isn't that pretty? I've used that for the front, and we're gonna put a layer on the inside here. I have another piece of Pretty Peacock, and this is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Now I gotta check that, make sure I'm telling you the right thing on that. Grab my trimmer here. Let's lay it on here. Yep, 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. So this is going to go on the inside part of this. And I'm just putting my glue down. Not very straight, but putting it down. I know frozen pipes in the winter in the Northeast are a problem. When we lived in the old farmhouse, we would have to leave water dripping at night when it was below 0, so the pipes wouldn't freeze. That was 30 years ago, quite a while ago. Now we have the inside sentiment piece, and this one is 2 1/2 by 4 1/2. This is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. And I'm using one of the new Christmas stamp sets, and this is the Christmas Classics. Let me take the cover out of the sleeve so it's not shining brightly in your faces. Okay, so I love the font with this, and it's got lots of nice greetings. Christmas Classics, so old goodies, deck the halls, peace on earth, tidings of comfort and joy. Has this nice sprig here, and then it has words you can use, happy merry wishes before some of these greetings, holidays to you and yours. Really nice set. And I also have the companion dies with that, the Christmas Classic dies, and I love these. This nice big sentiment die with the beautiful berries and leaves around it, and this would go with the sprig. This die cuts out a little bit of decoration. I'm going to use this today. I love this die, so you'll get to see it in action, and I'm going to use this one today too. And you've got more holly leaves there. Really nice set. All right, so on the inside of this, I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas from that set, the Christmas Classics. And Mary is a little word, and then Christmas is a larger word, and I'm going to use the Lost Look or Pretty Peacock, so I want it to be a little darker. Yeah, I like that frame. And we need to stamp this right side up, Verna. Okay, there's our Mary. And Christmas. I'm going to put this down below it. There, isn't that pretty? It's a pretty font. Merry Christmas. And we'll go ahead and adhere that to the inside. Yeah, we've just had to turn our heat on. Has anybody turned their heat on yet in the morning? It's been a little bit chilly. And the Farmer's Almanac is saying a very wintry northeast this season. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so this is going to go, I'm not going to take it all the way to the crease here because it's bulky. I'm going to move it in a little bit about right there, almost in line with the Designer Series paper. And I'm going to put a good amount of Seal Plus down. Okay, more than I usually put down. And we're going to put that in the center, just like that. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little flap here so that we can catch that, this edge under that flap to help hold that down, and that before we finish the front of it. So in order to do that, I have a little square. I believe this is 1.5 by 1.5. Check my notes here. Yes, 1.5 by 1.5. And I'm going to cut that on the diagonal in half. I haven't seen a woolly bear yet. Usually we're on the lookout for those. Alright, so I'm going to add a little piece of Post-it note to hold that in place because it's so small. There we go. Okay, whoops. I want my cutting blade, and I'm just going to cut that in half right like that. And then I have a little square of Designer Series paper. What did I do with it? I may have to cut another one. I will grab that over here. You guys know I'm always missing something when I get it ready. Okay, so this is 1.5 by 1.5. This is going to be 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. And again, this is small. And I want to cut this on the diagonal too, so this point's going to be here and that point is going to be there. Okay, I'm just going to hold that there. I usually use the Post-it tape for die cutting. Does anyone else use Post-it tape for die cutting? It will hold those dies in place. It is a wonderful tool. Alright, so I'm going to add this to the top of my half square of the designer series paper. And I think I'll do it this way to try to not get glue on my fingers. I need to wipe that off. I know, Carol, I use it a lot. I'm like, who invented Post-its and Post-it tape? They must be a wealthy person. Okay. And this will layer right on here. So I'm going to bring my card base back in. And I'm going to adhere this right to this top right corner like this. So you want to do it after you get your inside sentiment pieces done. And make sure you only put glue on this edge and this edge, not along the long side. And because you want to be able to put that edge of that cardstock under there to help hold it down. So we've just got the glue on the two sides like that. I'm going to put it all the way to the top edge. All the way to this edge and that edge. Alright, now we're going to let that dry a bit, and then we can tuck this right underneath there. I'm a little bit shy. I should have checked that before I folded it. Can you guys see it? A little bit shy of covering. Uh-oh. I lost my picture. Oh. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I was getting a phone call and lost the picture for a minute. All right. So let's go back to just our project view. So I was saying that I'm just a tiny bit shy of that coming all the way to the edge there. All right, so are you guys back now? Can you see me okay? I'm on. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to finish the front of this. And I forgot, it's my ribbon. I'm going to grab it. All right, and you can put it on around this if you want to before you adhere this down to the front. Okay, that's the next thing we're going to do in a minute, and I need to show you first that beautiful die cut. So one of my favorite tips I did this week, and it's one of my favorite things, is to use dryer sheet when I'm die cutting detailed die cuts, because it pulls all of the tiny little paper pieces out. And so I'm going to show you that. And here's our cardstock. We're going to cut that very beautiful detailed die. We're going to use that. And I set it down here on something. Oh, here it is. Okay. So when you're going to use a dryer sheet, and I just have one that, I just like the ones without the scent. They bother me. The scent bothers me. So you put your plate down, your bottom plate, your dryer sheet. I'm going to move that over a little bit so you guys can see it better. Your cardstock over the dryer sheet, and then your die. So the die is going to go here. And actually I need to spread the dryer sheet out a little more. So I'm going to fold it like this so it's a little bit wider. Put my cardstock on, then the die, now the plate, all right, and I'm going to roll it through. And I'm going to roll it back through. All right. Now, watch this. I love this. So, this was on here, and this is what it looks like now. Okay. This is an unused one. I don't know if you probably could use a used one, I don't know. But when you go to peel this, look at all those little, I'm pulling my paper off. See that? And there's a few there. Now watch, we'll get a lot of those when we take this off here. You can reuse these for die cutting. Like I would turn this over and use it again, but see what a great job that did. Now we do have our brush, which is nice, but I really love using this. And then there's a few little pieces that are here still. Not a lot, but there's a few. Oh, Margaret, you can use either one. I wasn't sure about that. All right, so we've got, see how quick and easy that is to use that? All right, now in this set, there's a little square die. I'll grab it here. And this will, this die will die cut a square that will fit right in that. And just for added, to make it extra nice, I did do that. We're going to pop this on there with dimensionals, but first we're going to stamp it. You know, it's always good to do stamping first because you never know. You might make a mistake and then you wish you hadn't had it on there. All right, so here's Deck the Halls. Pretty font. I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of it. I like the Take Your Pick tool for doing this, and I love it for grabbing gems off the sheet they're on. And I usually use quite a few dimensionals. I just like it a little sturdier that way. And then we'll take the tops off. See if I got them. I can't tell if I got them all. I think I did. Oh, there's one there. Okay, so we're going to put this, center it right on there like that, Deck the Halls. Alright, so let's bring our beautiful gift card back in, and I'm going to add this to the front, and you just want to put glue on one half of the back, or adhesive, whatever you're using, or the seal. Okay, and we'll put that down, we'll add this. Let's make the bow. And I'll show you another one I did that has the bow around the designer series paper. And this is that beautiful sheer ribbon with a silver edge on it. And I will have all the supplies if you want to shop to make this card. Let's put that right there. Grab some glue dots. I think I actually want it closer here. And now let's add some gems to that. And I have these, I love these adhesive backed glitter gems, I think is what they're called. There's gold and black and silver, or white with, yeah, they're silver. And I'm just going to add a couple of those to the front. They'll pull in the ribbon, the silver edged ribbon. All right, let's add another one right there. And let's grab a smaller one for the top. Maybe right there. So there's a really pretty gift card holder. It says Deck the Halls. You could even put something there if you wanted to. Your gift card goes here. And hi Renee, nice to have you here. Your gift card could go there, and then you open this and it says Merry Christmas, and we can tuck this right under that little flap there. Isn't that pretty? And let me show you a couple more that I made with some different sets. This is with the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. And this sentiment, I hope your day is filled with joy, is from a new online exclusive stamp set bundle. It's called the Heartfelt Hexagon. Has some really nice sentiments, and I really love the punch. And Stampin' Up! Is going to be using this for World Card Making Day, that set. But that's where I got that sentiment, and I've used the die cut leaves from the Autumn Leaves bundle. And here's the gift card holder. I put one of the gems here. It looks kind of lonely when you open it, but, and then inside it says Celebrate You. And Celebrate You is from the Dainty Delight stamp set. So this designer series paper, All About Autumn, is out of stock again. It's very popular. It was in stock last week, and I was able to grab it for my in color class, and now it's back out of stock again. But it's beautiful. The backing has that gold on it. This card, I've used that Heartfelt Hexagon punch and the stamp, Mr. and Mrs. That stamp is in there. So this is a wedding card, a wedding gift card holder. And inside it says congratulations. And this stamp is from that Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. And I've used the lovely, I love the black and white gingham ribbon. And then the last card I have to show you is using the Pick of the Patch. And this is Them Bones Designer Series paper. It's a Halloween Designer Series paper. I'm not much of a Halloween person, but I do like the back of it. So this one I didn't put a gift card holder in. And this is embossed with splatters and stripes, and there's 2 thin embossing folders. And then it has the pumpkin inside. And this is that Them Bones Designer Series paper too. So You could do this card and you could adhere the large circle to that so it just opened like that. You know, if you didn't want it to be a designer series paper or a gift card holder. So I hope you enjoyed those, and uh, thank you so much for joining me today. And comment and share, and you will be put into a drawing for some goodies. So you guys take care and watch this week. I'll be doing some reels probably with some of this pattern. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I hope you have a great week this week and keep stamping.